Welcome to Legends in the Making, where we're redefining business success by aligning purpose, people, and profits. I'm your host, Erin Sarles Bowers, entrepreneur, shamanic practitioner, and founder of Ignite, Elevate, and Ascend Consulting. In each episode, I want to share snackable insights that will inspire you to lead with clarity, power, and heart. We'll dive into actionable strategies, real world stories, and metaphysical teachings to help you unlock the infinite potential of your business, your people, and yourself. Are you ready to turn your business into a legend in the making? Let's dive in. In today's topic, we are going to talk about leadership burnout. What's really draining your team? And I have a question for you. Have you ever wondered what's really draining your team's energy? Do you ever look at whether it's your team or your business or your organization and wonder why things feel flat? They don't feel inspired, motivated, and where everyone is showing up and wanting to give you their very best. And so we're going to dive in to the leadership energy crisis and uncover the root causes of burnout that are impacting your team's performance. And we all have it. Even the best leaders can feel that energy drain, which then starts to affect decision-making, innovation, and overall team morale. So creating an environment where people continuously want to show up, they want to give you your best, is one of the hardest challenges that you have as a leader at your organization. When you really think about it, how do you create an environment where people feel and believe that they are doing their very best work? They feel on purpose, they feel supported, they feel seen, they feel valued, and ultimately they're showing up and delivering you their very best. And if you look at today's work environment, you see a lot of burnout, you see a lot of fatigue, you see a lot of lack of creativity, you see a lot of lack of innovation. A lot of businesses are at a place where it feels like they're barely hanging on, that, nobody's really engaged. People aren't giving you incredible customer service. All of those are signs that you have an energetics problem within your organization. Having people show up and go through the motions, having people be a body at your organization and not fueling and giving their very, very, very best is a definite opportunity for you to look within your organization and really make some strategic yet very challenging decisions of how do we create an environment that ignites, elevates our people, and ultimately helps ascend our business as a byproduct of the output of the people that are working for us. Most organizations are not looking at people as their greatest asset. And do you have all the right players on the team? But then not only do you have all the right players on the team, are you creating the right environment for these right players to excel, to give 100% of themselves and be their very best? And that's where I think we have a lot of work to do in today's business, in today's world, is people feeling disengaged, feeling disconnected, and ultimately delivering that disconnection within your organization and ultimately to your consumers. So it's like, why aren't people coming back as frequently in our business? Why is it harder for people to feel connected to our brands? Why aren't they buying our newest release of product? A lot of people like to be like, oh, it's the economy and it's, money. But the reality is money is energy. So if people felt energized and felt incredible about what you're putting out, they are willing to spend the money. There are a multitude of examples of organizations that I've worked with where focusing on the culture, the environment, the right pay for the people that are actually servicing your clients. When you focus on your people within your organization, the culture that they create, ensuring that they're valued, that they have the tools and resources and the space to actually be their very best, organizations, even when everybody else isn't getting, let's say, results, it's because they are focused on the right things in their business. They're focused on their culture. They're focused on their people. They're focused on their environment. And ultimately, they're focused on how that translates to the customer, which is also then providing the profits or the money back within your organization. So when you look at your environment and take a really deep dive, how are people showing up? Are they constantly distracted? Are they checking out Facebook? Are they posting on Facebook? Are they, you know disengaged in meetings? Are they not contributing? Pay attention to how people are behaving and acting. Do you give too much to certain individuals? Do certain people have excessive workload? To the point, are they also given the workload that's going to also deliver the results that you need instead of busy work? Do you really look at what strategic actions really add value, and you're asking your people to put their focus and priorities there? Are you focused on production and output, or are you focused on keeping people busy? You can also have misaligned priorities. Like if you have things that do not align with your mission, vision, and values, and are there to deliver what you say you want to deliver as an organization, those priorities aren't aligned with what you're supposed to be doing. So chasing things down that may or may not have very much impact is an area where you could really help boost morale by eliminating busy work or things that at the present moment aren't what's going to produce the end result that you need. Are you also focused on, how many hours people are putting in versus what they are accomplishing? Like, how do you help people? And I don't really love this term, but how do you help people have great work-life balance? How do you create a place where, if I get my work done and I have everything done within 6 hours, does it matter? Or do I have to sit there and find other stuff to do for the next 2 hours? Like, what if we shifted our model to performance outcome results versus like the time that people put in? So pinpointing what's going on within your organization and what's really the root cause of, like, why are people showing up that way? Do you have people that are quiet quitters? Do you notice that people are disengaged? They're not giving you their best. They're not giving you ideas. They're showing up, maybe doing the work that you ask them to do, but it's the very bare minimum. They're not adding any extra because they feel inspired or valued. And so how can you evaluate your environment as a leader or as the business owner? And then how can you recharge yourself to set the tone for everybody else? You have to lead by example. Are you doing these things? Are you setting the tone? And then are you inviting people in the same way? And there's small things that you can do throughout the day to keep morale, motivation, stress, fatigue, all of those things high. Do you allow your team to come in and meditate for 5 to 10 minutes? It doesn't need to be a long period of time, even 5 to 10 minutes spent meditating to become quiet, to ground yourself to presence can help you have a very productive day because you've cleared the noise of what's in your mind and you're focused on what you need to get done for the day. Having breathing techniques when things might be getting stressful, box breathing, breathing in, 4 counts, holding for 4 counts, exhaling for 4 counts. You can do a 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds. Like all of those things help rewire and re-regulate the nervous system. It tells the body that everything is safe, all is well. We can produce what we need to produce. And I sometimes think we don't take moments to just allow ourselves to realign. Do you create white space within your day to allow yourself to come back to center? If you even spent that time, allowing for those things in your organization, how much more productive would they be? Because people are checking out anyways, probably going on their social media, doing other things. What if they really were focused on how to be productive and what were the outcomes that need to be driven for the day, and you were rewarding that success of outcomes versus, again, what's the time you punched on that clock? So creating these practices that I just shared, morning, midday, even mid-afternoon, if they're going to be staying at 5, do you do a quick check-in at 2:45, 3 o'clock to have that final push for the day? I think is really important. And I think when everybody's consistently monitoring and recharging their energy, it has a ripple effect through the organization. And as I've shared earlier, places that really focus on the quality of the environment their employees are in. Sometimes I see it, where it's like, here's all these amenities that organizations offer. Here, a meditation room, a this room, a that room. You can do all this stuff. Sometimes it's just the simple stuff like this that's of more value of go take 5 minutes, or how about you take 30 minutes to walk outside? It doesn't have to be flashy and all these things. Sometimes it can just be, we recognize that this is important and we're allowing you time to do that. So you understand what's important to your people. Talk to your people about what they like to do to stay grounded and engaged and what would make them feel more productive while they're in work. When people are grounded and centered, you have higher team morale. It influences your productivity. It influences your creativity. And ultimately, like energy likes like energy. So it becomes contagious. You start to elevate, you start to move the bar, and you start to have more harmony within your team when people are more grounded, and you have much more productive conversations output because people are more aligned and they're not stressed out, taking stuff personally and creating more friction within the team. So when leadership energy is aligned, it creates a powerful foundation that drives consistent, high-performing outcomes across the organization. So just take a moment and reflect on your own energy. What's one change you're willing to make to boost your team's potential? I'd love for you to share your insights in the comment below. Comment me aligned if you're ready to dive deep into transforming your leadership energy through a breakthrough performance. Remember, ditch the ordinary, unleash the legendary, and let's reignite your leadership together. So I want to thank you for tuning in to Legends in the Making. If today's episode inspired you, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review. And don't forget to share this podcast with other leaders, visionaries, and change makers who are ready to elevate their business, align their purpose, and ignite their own legendary journey. If you're ready to take the next steps, head to our website, igniteelevate.com. Ascend Consulting, or follow us on social media for resources, tools, and so much more. And until next time, remember, legends aren't born, they're built. Keep leading with purpose, aligning with your vision, and always ignite the legend within you.